Hi guys, Nigel here with you, Nigel's Modelling Bench, and it's now June, 1st of June 2022, and I'm doing my sort of regular monthly catch-up update, whatever you want to call it. Start off by saying a massive thank you to all the Patreons, both existing and new. More and more are coming on, quite a few have come on during May, so thank you very much for that. Your contributions are very, very gratefully received, and they all go back into the channel and buying supplies and kits and stuff like that. So it's basically, it's almost like a direct link to Ed at the moment. And as we all know, things are just getting, you know, I've just bought just some supplies, some paints and stuff like that, and glue from Ed, and it was like 80 odd quid. It's just, you know, it's just mounting up, and this Lancaster is just eating paint. So yeah, thanks very much for that. Thanks also to those who contribute via PayPal. That is also very much appreciated, of course. So thank you. What's been happening in May? As we all know, went to a couple of shows. I'm not sure if Milton Keynes was in May or in April. I can't remember now. But basically, yeah, we went to I went to the Milton Keynes show, which was great. Lighting wasn't very good, quite dark in there, but met some lovely people, saw some fantastic models, and didn't buy any kits, so that was amazing. Then on the 22nd of May we had the Gloucester show, which is my local show, which is always really good, probably because it's local, and it's a great little show. It's not the biggest show in the world, but it's always good. You know, lots of traders, lots of shows, club stands, and always worth a visit if you can make it. It's really, really good. Unfortunately, some of the clubs this year had to go into a tent thing outside, or marquee, because somebody reversed into the wall or drove into a wall of the building, so one of the rooms had to be shut down for health and safety reasons, obviously. So that was a bit of a shock for some, but it was a dry, sunny, wind-free day, so that was all good. Although at one point the door did fall off the marquee, so that was fun. I didn't take any pictures at the De Havilland Museum. I went to the De Havilland Museum on the 29th, so that was last Sunday. Really, really good. Phil Fisk said he was going, so I thought I'd pop over and see him again. Bumped into an ex-Tornado navigator. It was chatting to him for about an hour. That was a really interesting conversation. If you ever get a chance to speak to any of those guys, it's always worth doing if they want to talk about it. But to have someone tell you what it feels like when they get that beep, beep, beep to tell you that a Sam 6 is just locked onto you or whatever, you know, interesting stuff. So yeah, for some reason I didn't take any pictures. I think I just got so wound up with talking to people. I was there for like, I think it was 3 hours before I actually got to see anything, because I sort of went in, Nige, you know, and then I saw Nine Bolts there and some other guys, and it's just really, really good, really, really good to put some names to faces, and good to chat to you all, and really interesting conversations as well. Thank you very much. So yeah, enjoyed that show very, very much indeed. It was a nice little drive over there as well, sort of straight across the country to what I would say is north of London. But very, very good. Lovely little museum, always worth a look if you're over that way. Shout outs for this month. Of course, we got all the usual, like Plastic Monkey, Rally Car Miniatures, Ice Queen 7. But every month I shout this guy out a lot. John Alex Scale Modelling. I'll put links in the comments down below. John Alex Scale Modelling, very, very good channel. He's fairly new. His subscriber count is rising. But honestly, it's worth taking a look, subscribe and hit the bell, because it's modelling, but his voice, it's like a voiceover, I think. It's rather than live. But his voice is just so relaxing. It's just so enjoyable to watch him work. And he's also a very good modeler. So he's done a great video all about armour colours in the Second World War and the periods and all that. It's really interesting stuff. And he's got a downloadable PDF of it as well. So you can go and have a look at that. So yeah, as I said, I'll put a link to that in the bottom. So that's John Alex Scale Modelling. Another guy that came into my my premiere on Monday, last Monday, was Jamie Hago. Some people call him Jamie Hago. It's actually Jamie Hago. It's got 2 G's. And he has actually just started a YouTube channel as well. If you haven't heard of Jamie Hago, he is an ex Navy pilot who also has written a couple of books and is quite good at gluing some plastic together, and not at all bad at painting either. He's done a few builds for Tamiya magazines, and yeah, absolutely brilliant guy. I believe he's sending me his book, at least one of the books, and as soon as that comes I will review it. But he's also started a YouTube channel and he's currently building a F14 on there, so you want to have a look. It's all in like I do, part 1, part 2, part 3. So his channel is called Scale Model Cafe, but if you just put Jamie Hago in the YouTube search engine, it will find him. So and remember, it's got 2 G's, so worth a look. As I say, I'll put a link down below. You've also got the Aussies. I did a video for them yesterday. You've got the 3 Aussie guys. You got Jason, Simon and Peter, who are Aussie Scale Modeler, Hibbo's Model Bench, and Oz Scale Modelling. That's OZ or OZ Scale Modelling, not AUS. So go take a look at them. And also another guy that I don't think I've shouted out before is Jeff Donahue. I've seen him knocking around in the comments and this, that and the other. I didn't realise he had a channel, but he has just built a mini art coal truck, and he's done it on video, and it is beautiful. Go take a look, go subscribe. Really, really good modeler and great guy as well. I can remember the first time I remember seeing him was on some Australian channels commenting on there. So he's commented on my channel a few times as well. So go take a look. It's really, really worth looking at. So border models, Lancaster that I'm building, as you know. I think I'm the only one on YouTube building one, aren't I? Progress is coming on. You can see I've got the cells on now with the gear doors and everything, and yeah, it's fun doing those. It's in part 11. You don't want to miss that this Monday 7:30. As usual, it's a bit slow and drawn out because it's the whole idea of the premiere. It's almost like a builder's guide because the instruction manual is not that good, and basically I'm doing like a builder's guide. So those with little experience in sort of intricate, delicate models like this that are quite technically advanced, it'll help you out. We cover the little errors that are in the instructions. I show you where parts go, and you can also, if you want, use my guide as a painting guide because obviously there are no colour callouts in the instructions. So I am doing lots and lots of research. I spend as long researching stuff, I think, as I do building. So but it is a beautiful, beautiful model. I have used some artistic license with the colours, but by all means challenge them. Believe me, I research stuff a lot. So when I say such and such is this colour, I'm not just getting it off the top of my head. It's really sort of been looked into and discussed and stuff like that. So I've also had emails from people who are telling me they're receiving their border models Lancaster with broken clear parts. Now, from what I can gather, and this is nothing that I've been told, this is all hearsay, rumour, and bits and pieces of information I've got from different various sources, and sort of put it all together, shaken it all up and come out with this. So this is totally just my opinion of where we are with all this. Border Model have told me nothing directly, okay? Border Model have told me they've sent me my parts, so I have new clear parts on the way. I also requested some other sprues as well, so I could tart up my HK model kit, make it look a bit, you know, in the turrets and stuff, make it look a bit better, but we shall see what happens there. But they've at least told me they've sent me my clear parts. And if you don't know, they have had a really, really bad time with the big C word. If you haven't seen the news, you'll know that Shanghai has been locked down, and we've seen images of, you know, police marching the streets. If you even as much as go out on your balcony, you get fined. You know, it's been terrible. There have been people screaming out for food and water and all this. It looks like a hellhole. I think it's all over now, but you know, this is why the kit has been delayed, and this is why sometimes I don't get responses to my emails, I reckon, because they're just going in and out of lockdowns. So they've had a hell of a time with it. But yeah, people have been telling me their clears have been broken. What's happened is the initial batches were sent out to obviously the Asian suppliers. So those of you that have bought off eBay, you know, from China, Lucky Model, AliExpress, all those places. I believe they got the original or the initial batch, and apparently I'm led to believe that Border Model have changed the packaging. They've made the box taller. Remember, mine was taped around the bottom because the lid wasn't tall enough. It's unbelievable that mine and another guy in New Zealand, we got the first two kind of production kits, you could say, and there was no breakages. We both had some damage to the B sprue because it was put in on the end, and obviously, but there was no clear part breakages and nothing actually broken. It was just a bit distorted. So very, very strange that. So yeah, they've apparently redesigned the packaging. So when the initial batches, come to the UK and the US and Australia and everything, they should be in a newer box, bigger box. So we should be laughing. Each kit comes in its own dedicated brown cardboard sleeve as well. So so there's an added protection for you there. The other thing, I was told, I've been saying that you can get your in the UK, you're going to be getting your kits the first week of June. I'm sorry, I was given misinformation by Ed over at Premium Hobbies, and he's admitted it as well. He was told they were coming the first week of July, and he misread it as first week of June. So I'm really sorry, guys. I know that's going to hit some of you like a bloody rock across the head. But yeah, you'll have to wait another month, I'm afraid. He misread the email, that was all it was. So sorry about that. And he takes full responsibility for passing that information on, and I have told him I will drop him in it. So there I have, I've dropped him in it. So you can send him an email if you want to. Just joking. On about delivery dates, I've got some really, really bad news as well. Really, really sad news. Mr. Surfacer. Mr. Finishing Surfacer 1500 Black won't be available in the UK until the end of July. The end of July. So all I've got is that little drop that's in there, and that's it. I've got some up there which is pre-thinned. Well, not pre-thinned, I've thinned it, but I got to make that last 2 months. Terrible, terrible state of affairs. You can see on the shelf behind me, I've only got a few bottles. Where are we here? Long now, look, I've only got a few. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Anyway, so that's that. So what have we done reviews wise in the month? We've done the Bristol Blenheim, the beautiful little Airfix 1/48 kit, absolutely stunning. We've looked at the new Beaufighter book from Wing Leader Productions, which is absolutely stunning. I've also got the new Lancaster book, should be in the post by now, from Wing Leader Productions. So really looking forward to seeing that. That's the it's on the later Lancasters rather than the early ones. So that's going to be really interesting because it's done by Mark Postlethwaite, who, if you don't know, he's like the main man at Wing Leader Productions. He's a fantastic artist. He actually did the cover on the Border Models Lancaster, that beautiful painting. He did that. And he's also a mine of information when it comes to anything RAF related. So that should be a really interesting book. Also on the subject of books, I had a message from the lovely Wendy. Thank you so much, Wendy. I mentioned in my Blenheim review that it was a shame there was no book available for the Bristol Blenheim. So she not only sent me a link to a book by Wing Leader Productions, it's actually called the Modeller's Aid or something. It's a modeller's book for the Bristol Blenheim. She not only sent me the link, she sent me the money to go and buy it as well. So thank you very much, Wendy. It is ordered and it is in the post as we speak. And I've got some more news to tell you on that, but I'll email you on that privately. So yeah, thank you very much, Wendy. I didn't even know that book existed. And it was from Wing Leader Productions, who actually give me books for review. So that's not good, is it? Yeah, that book's been ordered and will be reviewed as soon as it arrives. I've also had this come in from Tom over at Nice Modelling in Germany. If you didn't see my review, he's now shipping to the UK again, so that's good news. And in here we have a little book. It's a lot smaller than I was expecting, but this is a beautiful book, and it's called Perfect Pits, and it's all about how to build cockpits. And there's 3 scales, 4 methods and 5 cockpits In this book, 4 modelers show you 4 ways to get the most from your cockpits in 72nd, 48th and 32nd in paint, scratch, aftermarket and 3D. So absolutely awesome book. You see we've got a nice, what looks like a Tomcat cockpit there, and there's a World War II cockpit there. So is that a P-51B? Looks like it, doesn't it? So yeah, really, really nice to see, and very much looking forward to looking through that book, and I will review it. He's also sent me, which I wasn't expecting, a little package of his new decals. So we've got some universal lines, 0.07 to 1.5mm in black. So those. We've also got some universal placards and symbols in chrome. Got those, which is really nice. Hatching lines, black and white, 0.1, 0.2 and 0.3mm. Really nice. And finally, universal cockpit dials in white from 0.8 to 2.4mm. And to give you an idea of how small they are, there's the decal sheet there, you can already see them. So we shall be reviewing those as well as soon as I get the time to do the review for that one, maybe later today. I am also currently in the middle of making a video about the Red Fox instrument panel set for the GR4 Tornado, and doing a sort of how-to on how to fit it. I don't know why I'm doing a how-to because it's the first one I've ever done, so don't know. My accident, you can see probably my eye has got a hell of a lot better now. It's all gone down. My hand's still a bit sore, but you know, it's all workable. So it's still a bit sore. If it carries on being a bit sore for another week, I may go and get some advice, but I think it is just tendons, muscles, whatever, because if I put Voltarol on there, it eases the pain. So yeah, and I've now got CCTV proof that actually the cat incident is true. It's real. A lot of people don't believe me, but here's the CCTV proof. So you can see there, it is actually real. I was attacked by a cat on my bike. Okay. What we also doing? Oh, Stug, the Stug build. I haven't put it to one side. I haven't been working on it because I've been working on the Lancaster, and I've also had some reviews to do, and I've promised Red Fox I would do this cockpit build for them as well. I need to get my ass in gear and get back into that. It is currently painted all over grey, no weathering or anything, and I will get a video out of it very soon. You are asking for it, and I will do it. It will be finished because we need to get on with that Panzer, because I promised Ed I would build that as well. So I've got a lot on. This is the problem with these great big kits, you know, they take so much work and so much time. And to give you an idea of the time taken, those there, those side panels, okay, and on the other wing as well, 6 hours work, and they're still not finished. So that's how much work goes into all this stuff. What you see in a 20-minute video could be 6-7 hours work. So put it this way, I think it was part 9 or part 10 was part 9. I was working on that every day for a week. So there you go. And the 148th Lancaster, we will get that on the bench and get it finished. It's just such a boring build. I don't know why. It's just boring. I don't know why. It's strange, isn't it? Sometimes you get a kit and it just doesn't inspire you at all. And it just really doesn't inspire me at all. I keep finding errors and stuff, and you know, it's just silly build sequences and simplified areas and stuff. I don't know. I should have done the Tamiya one probably. So there we go. So that is that. As I say, if you are a patron and you want one of my stickers, just drop me your address and you'll get a Nigel's Modelling bench sticker for your bench or your wall or back of your van or the bin or whatever. So there we go. So that's that for this month. Again, I say a massive thank you to all the patrons and PayPal people who contribute to the channel. It is much appreciated. So right now I will do my normal sort of Star Wars list of names of people supporting me through June, and I will also at the end of it after that put up some photographs I took from the Gloucester Model Show on the 22nd of May. So thanks very much guys for watching, thanks for your time, and I'll see you all very soon. If not before Monday, it'll be Monday at 7:30. Part 11 of the Lancaster build will go up at 7:30 UK time. I still haven't finished filming it yet, so that's why you haven't seen a premiere thing come up, but I probably will finish filming today or tomorrow. Thanks for watching guys. Enjoy. Bye for now.